from My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school football, coming to you this season from schools throughout the region. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Hey, Mark. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. Tonight we have the Manistee Chippewas renewing a long-term rivalry with the Cadillac Vikings, and we are pleased to have the head coach for Manistee Chippewas tonight, Troy Bytework. And thanks for taking some time, Troy, to talk to us.
Yeah, great, no problem.
Troy, just a little bit of, for our viewers out there, how did you what's your football background, and how did you, become the coach for Manistee?
This is my 5th year up in Manistee. I started at Portage Northern, and I coached there for 12 years. So I was the offense coordinator down there, south of Kalamazoo. And the defense coordinator that I worked with there, Todd Miller, had the opportunity for the head job up here 5 years back now. Mm-hmm. And so he took the head job. And then brought me up as the offense coordinator. Then Todd retired last year, and then I took over as the head coach this year.
All right, great. Did you play high school football?
I did. Played at Hudsonville High School, which is southwest of Grand Rapids, Dutch country down there. Oh, yeah. My dad played quarterback. I played quarterback at Hudsonville. So, yeah, big school, Class A football. So,
right, great. Troy, you guys have a young team with only a handful of seniors. What have you seen during the course of this year as maybe some of the areas where you've seen some improvement, some big improvement?
Well, they've learned to adjust to the varsity game. Our JVs last year were 7-1. They had a great year. Mm-hmm. And the bulk of that team is on varsity this year. There's a couple sophomores that played up last year on varsity. And, right out of the gate, we got a couple of leads against McBain and Hopkins. Weren't able to close it out. And that was kind of the, it was a learning curve for them to be able to close games at the varsity level. And, we got a good win against Ludington, to say the least, which is our rival, and a nice homecoming win. But they're learning how to close games.
Right.
And it's been, a bumpy ride. We're 2-5, but it's adjusting to the speed of the varsity game, and they're getting there.
Now you guys are in the Lakes 8 Athletics or Activities Conference, right?
Yep.
Who are the teams in that conference, just for our viewers out there?
Muskegon Heights, Muskegon Orchard View, Ludington, Muskegon Catholic, and then ourselves. And West Michigan Christian is in there as well, but they don't field a football team, so.
Is Newaygo there too?
Newaygo is not.
That's a non-conference.
Yeah, for football, it's just the 5 of us.
Just the 5. Even though it's called Lakes 8, the other schools that would participate don't have football. Is that kind of how that is?
Correct. And I'm not sure where the 8 came from. I was not part of that conversation or lived up here long enough to know the history of that. So.
Now, some of the teams, you guys played some powerhouse teams this year. Muskegon Catholic Central, McBain, which is 7-1 right now, and Orchard View is always a powerhouse. And you guys put some points on the board. Looking at that young team, that's pretty good.
Yeah, McBain right out of the gate. And that's a game that has stuck with me because we had a 10-point lead. 6 minutes to go, and we didn't close that out. McBain's a quality team. That was we scored on our first 3 plays, on the first 3 possessions of McBain.
Oh, man.
2 passes, then a run all over 60 yards.
Right.
But McBain's a big team. They're big across the board. And that was a disappointment. That one will stick in my brain for a while. Coming out of the gate, we should have got that one. And then, Muskegon Catholic is Muskegon Catholic. Obviously, they got a good thing going there for the last 4 state championships in a row, and I think they're on a 25-game winning streak. And there is, as I think Denny Green said, they were who we thought they were. They're tough.
Yeah.
So,
you have 5 seniors on the team. What have you seen from them as far as showing leadership for your rest of your team?
Yeah, a couple of them have learned to lead. Ty Allen played for us for 3 years, and he's up at Michigan Tech now playing football. Mm-hmm. And that was a pretty senior-dominated group last year. And that team was a 7-3 team, a playoff team a couple years back. So, some of these seniors never really had to be in a position to lead, and they've learned that it's a whole different ball game when you're at the front, and I think they've done a pretty good job of kind of adjusting to that role. So.
Great. Well, Troy, we want to thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us tonight. Best of luck to you guys closing out the remainder of the season and for next year too, all right?
Cool.
All right, we'll be right back with the kickoff. You are watching High School Sports on 26 Sports and CCTV. We'll be right back.